Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me? Sorry about the issues, the technical issues, guys. Had a bit of difficulty. There were a few webinars open and the wrong link was posted. So I take it all of you guys are brand new to Forex, is that correct? And you're all here to learn and to go through the basics. I've been advised by George to go through downloading the TDM Markets demo account and MetaTrader 4. Let me know when you're all ready to begin, and we can go through that process. And then after we've downloaded that, we can go through very basic stuff on MetaTrader 4, just understanding your way around it, just so you guys can get a bit of a step up and into the process of trading. How does that sound, everyone? Any feedback, ladies and gentlemen? Does that sound alright? I just want to make sure everyone's comfortable with that process. Yes, the class has begun. We are live. The webinar has begun. Right, so first and foremost, let's just open, apologies. I just want to get a Google account up. Let's do this. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so I want everyone to get Google up and running. I'm just going to drag it across the screen so I can still see the chat. And we're going to go through the process now of just downloading the TDM Markets broker platform. It'll be a demo account because if you're all starting out, you need to start out with demo. It's the only way you can learn and make mistakes, and then take that forward to a live account when you're ready to progress as an experienced trader. So let's begin. I want you all to type in TDM Markets into Google, and you'll see the first option on Google, TDM Markets -home. And I want you all to click on that, please. Okay, brilliant. So now we're all here. You can see this is the home dashboard. You can just have a look around and read and see what TDM has to offer. But what I want you all to do is we're supposed to hear only and not see you. No, TT, this is a webinar where I visually show you how to do things as well as speak. So you all should be able to see the screen that I'm on. I've got it here, so yes, you should all be able to see the screen that I'm on, if that's correct. I'm pretty sure it's right. But yeah, so let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. And now you see the options here. You've got login, demo account, open live account. Now I actually did this about 5 minutes ago just to get a bit of a head start. I want you to go to demo account. I want you to type in your name, your last name, your email address, your country of residence, your phone number, and then click start practicing. And what will happen is you'll receive an email giving you the information that you need to access the MetaTrader demo account. Now, just to go off on a tandem, ladies and gentlemen, I actually just want to introduce myself. I apologize, I was in a bit of a rush, so introduction's a little bit late. But my name is Matthew. I work here at GFI, and I work for George. And I'm a promoter of TDM Markets. So everything I do is related to either GFI and then TDM Markets as a broker. So you can soon you'll be able to find these webinars live on YouTube. We have a Twitter account which is up and running, and you'll be able to access all of these tools online, so that when there isn't a webinar you can then access it at a time just to gain some extra knowledge and understanding. I will be running this weekly, so it should the class should be from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Every Monday, obviously depending on my schedule, but that should work accordingly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a follow-up webinar in the same week, which will be determined at a later period. I haven't actually decided which day this week I'm going to be doing a webinar, but it will most likely be tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 to 5. So just to get a heads up, there will be a notification from George and other members explaining when the webinar will be, but I think it'll be probably tomorrow afternoon from 3:30 to 5. So yes, back to the process. We're going to keep it as basic as possible. Basically just going through the very basic principles, downloading the MetaTrader 4 platform. Hi John Juna, nice to have you here, welcome. And we're just going to go through, once the MetaTrader 4 is open, we're going to go through some fundamental stuff in terms of just user face with MetaTrader 4. All very basic stuff, guys, so we can target the guys that have no idea exactly what to do, and I'm hoping to take that through and give you a bit of a step up like I said before. So back to the screen. So once you click demo account sign up, I want you to put in your first name, your last name, your email address, country of residence, and your phone number. And what it'll do is it'll say that you are now ready to start trading. But you need to go to your email address firstly, the email address that you typed in this field. So for instance, mine is this. That's my email address. And you can then have a look and look for the email that TD Markets sends you. And you'll see on the email it'll say platform, MetaTrader 4, login. It'll give you a digit number. There'll probably be 10-digit number. That's what mine is. Maybe yours will be different. And then they'll give you a password that they've already assigned to your account. So that's all up and running. That's brilliant. But now we have the problem. We don't have the platform. So let me just break down exactly how it works. I'm sure most of the users here are using Windows. Is that correct, ladies and gentlemen? Please actually just reply in the comment box and tell me what kind of computer or laptop you are using, because it depends on obviously it varies if you're using Apple or if you're using Windows. Windows, brilliant. Okay, so unfortunately I'm using Apple. Windows is much better in terms of having an account with TDM. It's much more user friendly, so you guys have the advantage. Unfortunately with Apple I've had to go through a lot of other steps just to download. So what you'll see on my screen might not be exactly what you see on your screen. I can't watch this on my phone. You should be able to have access to a TT. It's live for everyone. You should be able to watch it on your phone. But yeah, back to the webinar, ladies and gentlemen. So what you're going to see on my screen is going to be slightly different to what you see on yours. The nice thing is with TDM Markets on Windows, it'll download the desktop TDM Markets. You'll have it as a program and you'll be able to go from there. You just follow the simple steps that it gives you. It says it's pretty simple. You accept terms and conditions. You let it download onto your computer, and then that's pretty simple. And then we'll open the terminal from there. With me, unfortunately, it does allow on the app GT. I'll go through it now. Just let me get through the webinar and I'll be able to help you continue further. With Apple, unfortunately, you have to download a program that allows you to run programs from Apple to Mac, which makes it very difficult. But let's go back to the webinar. Once you've signed up on your demo account, so please click on the platforms drop-down box. Once that opens, I'll explain everything to you. So now you can see we've got MetaTrader 4. We've got our demo account sign up. We've done that already. We're not opening a live account yet, and we're not going to log in as yet. You can see here it's TD Markets offers a lot of great deals. Their spreads are very low. They've got fast execution. And yeah, it's brilliant. Now you can see down here, download MT4, and there's three symbols. Let me just explain the three symbols to you. The far left is Apple, obviously. Now this doesn't mean Apple laptop. This is primarily just for the phone, and this is what you would do if you were on your phone. Normally you download for me, you download the MetaTrader platform on its own as a single app, and then within that you can download certain brokers or TDM markets, for instance. And the one we want to focus on is this one. This is the computer screen or the laptop screen, and I want you all to click it. And what it will do, it'll send it up to the right corner, and it'll say TD Holdings 4 setup 3 EXE. So now you have it there, 3XE. You click on it, and it'll give you a process of download. Now, just excuse me, guys. These are all my previous brokers. So I've had to do it this way. I'm actually not going to show you the process because I've already got it, and it's quite an intricate process. It won't help you guys, like I said, because I'm on Apple. So once you get through that, you're going to download the TDM Markets platform on MetaTrader 4. It's a very simple process. It'll explain everything to you. There's not much you need to change in terms of the physical download. If I can remember correctly, they just ask you to accept terms and conditions. They ask you a few other things, but it's nothing that will affect anything regarding TDM markets and MetaTrader. So now that we've done that, I need to go to my Finder, and I need to open my TDM Holdings. So I'm going to open my TDM Holdings. Now this is what you guys are going to do once you've downloaded TDM, and it'll bring you to the MetaTrader 4, open platform, brilliant, and here we are. So I hope everyone can see this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out. Well, I'm already signed in, but I'm in a real account, but I'm going to log into my demo account. So you might come to this screen, but you're not going to have let me just log out if I can. You're not going to have the real account at the top here. It's going to say demo, and initially it might not have you logged in. So it'll download the platform for you, but once you get to the platform, you have to do a few other things just to get your account up and running. So what you do is once your platform is up and running, you go to File and you go to Log into Trade Account. Now there's two options here. If you didn't do step one where you opened a demo account, like I said previously, you could do it again here. So you could open an account, you can go to demo, and then you go next, and then you can either log into your existing trade account, which is what I could do now, or you could enter a new demo account, go next, and you'll see it'll come up with a whole bunch of characters and things that you need to fill in. You then choose your deposit amount, and we recommend a leverage of 1 to 100, and then you agree. If you want newsletters, I recommend agreeing to this so you can keep up to date with TDM markets information, and ta-da, you are done. We will be live, and we'll be in our demo account. Apologies, not live. But normally you would just log into a trade account. You do put your login, and you change it here to demo. This is a more simple way of doing it. So I'm actually going to do this now, guys. I'm going to log into the demo account that I opened earlier, and we'll see what happens. 403, and put my password in. Just give me 1 second. And are we in? What's going on here? Invalid account, apparently. Okay. Maybe I typed in something wrong. Let me just check it one more time, guys. If there is an error, what I'll do is I'll just quickly do the other method just to help you guys get in. J, G, K, and we'll see if it works now. Sometimes it's a bit temperamental in terms of maybe I waited too long to open my account or something. But normally it's very efficient. It works quite quickly and quite well. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm just going to quickly open an account. Now you can do this too. If you prefer this, you open your demo, you say next. You can say new demo. Let's put up my name in. So you all know I'm Matthew. I'm going to put my email address in. My phone number. I'm just going to put +27 6128267. So it's got my South African number. Let's say we want to open with 10,000 US dollars. And I see that you have to agree to subscribe to your newsletters before you can continue. Leverage 1 in 100, and we go next. So now you can see it's currently downloading from the server, I think. Let's see, it should be, I don't know why it's not. Let me go back quickly. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. It can be slightly temperamental. I've never done it this way, but my previous password didn't work, so maybe it's not working. Ugh, don't you just love technology? Okay, so let's go to open account, let's go to demo again, but this time let's go to existing trade account. So when you initially opened your account, you would have got your email with your details, and now you're just going to enter with an existing trade account. Let's hope that this time it works. I've got all my password and stuff here, and it's correct, so I don't know what the problem is. I've got an internet connection. JGK, and let's finish. And what's the story? Are we in? Are we out? Obviously changes to demo because the demo account. No connection. I obviously have a lot of programs running, unfortunately, because obviously I'm running the webinar, so maybe my internet's slightly slow. But let's just move this across so I can actually see what you guys are saying. We'll be online till around 5 o'clock, and then I'm taking another webinar. Glenda, I'm going to go back through the process just because I want to do it properly now in terms of going through the fundamental process of opening a demo account and then proceeding again. Obviously, the account that I received, there was an error, so let's begin again. So I want to just go through the process again. We've got enough time, so don't stress. We'll just go through the process a few times just to make sure everyone gets it. It is quite intricate at times. So again, let's go to Google and let's type in TDM Markets, and I want you to click on the first initial TDM Markets home. So now we're at our desktop for TDM Markets. Okay, I'll take my time. Is everyone up to date with being at TDM Markets homepage? John, are you on the TDM Markets homepage? Yes, brilliant. Okay, so from here you can have a look around, you can read up on some of the things that TDM offers. Here your spreads from 0 pips, a lot of the interesting stuff. But let's get down to business, and I want you guys to click on here, demo account sign up. So when you're ready, let's click on demo account sign up. Brilliant. Now I'm actually going to do it this time. Obviously my previous attempt wasn't successful, so I want you all to put your name in. I'm going to put my first name, your second name, and I'm going to wait until everyone says they're okay with this section, and then I'm going to continue. I do apologize for jumping the gun every now and then, but I will slow down for everyone. And my phone number. I don't really want to put my phone number, guys, because it's my private cell, but it's fine. Please do not contact me. It's my private cell, guys, so please just do not. I'll have to get another number soon. But yeah, is everyone at this step? Everyone happily at this step? Let me know when everyone's got the thumbs up and we are ready to move forward. Oh, you finished downloading and login? Oh, well done. Okay, Deco, you are 10 steps ahead. So I'm going to continue the process now. And I'm going to press start practicing. Unfortunately, DKO or Deco, I don't know how to pronounce that. We do have to wait for others to join us. So we'll have to just go through the process a bit slower for everyone. So now you can see it says, congratulations, you are signed up. The next step is downloading your MT4 platform and start practicing your trading skills. So if you go to your email, you'll see, okay, there's a number, there's a password, and you should be able to have access. So again, this is the download MT4 terminal that you want to download from. Ignore these two. It is primarily just the laptop or computer user-friendly MT4. So as you can see, I've downloaded it. There's my setup. But like I said, that's the part that I skip because it will confuse you guys because I use an Apple and I don't use a Windows laptop. So now I'm going to go to my terminal and I'm going to try and log in again. Let's hope it works this time. So let's see here if I can log into my demo. Is everyone with me? Are you on the TDM demo? Brilliant, Glenda. That is great. You guys are getting ahead of me. You guys are better than I am. I can't even do it. So that's brilliant, guys. I'm glad you're all up and running. Now all we need is myself to jump on and see what happens. Again, it says invalid account. I don't understand. Maybe it's because I've got a real account. But that's fine. It doesn't matter, guys. I've still got the platform. So as long as you guys can log in, I've shown you the ways in which to log in. So obviously you can log in by going open an account or log into your initial account that we made when we first opened. Are there any comments, ladies and gentlemen? Does anyone want me to go through anything else? Because I think we've covered the initial process of logging in. Brilliant. So everyone's logged in except me. That's terrible news. I'm glad everyone's in and I'm not, but it's fine. I can still show you guys how to do things from here. So is everyone happy? Okay, Malusi, I'll go ahead. Brilliant. So guys, originally you're gonna get a screen like this. Now, to me, I don't know about you guys, but my screen it doesn't look very user friendly. I mean, I would look at this and I would just get completely confused. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to go up to here and you can see there's three options here. There's the bar charts, there's the candlesticks, and there is line charts. Now what we recommend using is candlesticks. Now candles can give an indication of movements, and they can do so many great things. So I want you to click on candles. Obviously you won't notice anything as yet, but when you zoom in, which you can see through these two tools here, you zoom in and you can start seeing some candles, and maybe it'll look very strange to you. Some candles are up, some candles are down, some are full, some are empty. Yeah, it's a lot of confusing stuff, but don't let it distract you. Forex can be made very simple as long as you understand the basics. So so just have a look around. I'm going to show you how to change your background format, and I'm also going to take you through little things, how to make a trade everything that you need to know. So unfortunately I can't make a new order because my account's invalid, but what you would do is you would normally say new order, and it would come up with a see, this is the problem. Let me just quickly, just give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I will show you how to open a chart. Okay, so as you can see now, I'm on my live account. This account I actually don't trade from, so it's fine. I've got another one. So I'm going to open a chart, but it's going to show you a very different thing. So I don't want to open a chart yet. Let's just go back to the initial chart that we had, which was this one. Brilliant. Okay, I will open a chart now, but I want you guys to understand how things work first. So where do you find things? Now you open this, you have a terminal. This will show you your balance and stuff. Yeah, I don't trade with this account, so this is your balance, and it'll show you everything you need to know: your account history, your mailbox, your experts, your journal. I have a few TDM accounts, so I'm just using this one because it's just easier, and I can't make mistakes, seeing as it's real. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, so you click here and it'll say terminal, and it'll bring up all the information you need to know. You've got your journal, you've got your experts, you've got your code base. A lot of this information you can ignore. Your account history is quite important. It'll show you the trades that you've made, successful or unsuccessful, and it'll show you the trade box, which gives you your balance, your equity, your margin, your live trades that are open, and your balance, and everything you need to know. And now that's very important, but we don't like to have a busy screen, so you can either bring it down, have it slightly open here at the bottom just to give you reassurance that you can see everything's in profit, for instance, or you can just close it and open it when you need to. I personally do not like having it open, but everyone's unique and individual, so they might have different feeling to me. And now you want to know how to open a chart. Okay, so you see here it says create a new chart. I want you to click down on that, and you'll see lots and lots and lots of options. Now some of you might come to a problem. They might show you only a few currency pairs. Now to get through this, obviously you know your TDM has hundreds and hundreds of currency pairs to trade from. But to get through the problem of being unable to find any currency pairs, I want you to open this box here, Market Watch, Control M, and it'll bring up all the currency pairs that you have available to you. Now what happens sometimes is that half or more than half of the currency pairs disappear. It's just a natural thing with MT4, it's just how things work, and then you can't trade certain pairs that you would like to trade. So all you need to do is you need to double click on this section here, and you need to show all. And once you do that, you can see, okay, brilliant, all my currency pairs are available to me, and you can then close the box. And from there you can move forward, and then I'll show you how to open a pair. But does anyone have any questions? Are there any questions, guys? Am I going too fast? Are you all up to level with me? If there are any questions with regarding to everything that I've just done, then please let me know. Is everyone up to date? Is everyone happy? Just waiting for everyone to let me know. We okay? Carry on, dear. Perfect. Okay, let's carry on. Sorry, guys. I've just been told to keep it very basic. I don't want to confuse anyone. I want to make it as simple as possible. So we've still got at least 25 minutes left. So let's close this, and now let's open a chart. So I want you to go back to this create a new chart. It's under file, and I want you to select, for instance, let's choose the GBP US dollar. It's the bottom one on the top 6 here. Brilliant. Okay, so now you can see I've got it open. GBP US dollar. Now I still can't see my screen, so let's use the candlestick and let's zoom in one. And these two options here, this basically just moves the chart for you. So as you can see, I click this one in, my chart sits right on the edge here. I don't like it. I like to have a bit of space. So I unclick that and then I bring my chart further away. So it just allows you to do some analysis, draw in whatever you need to draw in. So another big thing before we get to any basic tools is your screen, your background, your chart. Now, many people like this. Many people like the green and the black and the different bars. But for me, I like to have a bit more clarity. So what I want you to do is I want you to double click, and you can do these preferences by yourself. It's all dependent on the individual. So whatever preference you guys have, it's all up to you. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. Okay, so back to the chart. Apologies about that. So everyone's every individual is different. Some people like black backgrounds, some people like white. It's all dependent on who you are and what you prefer to see as clarity with the screen. So what I want you guys to do is to double click and click properties. Now you'll see a screen will come up and it'll look very confusing, but it's very, very simple. So for me, I'm going to put in my personal preferences. You guys are more than welcome to use that, and then it's up to you if you want to change it. It's all personal preference. So I like to have my background as white, and the nice thing is you can see the change on the screen. My foreground is black, my grid as black, my bar up as green. Any green will do. And then it'll say bar down as red. My bull candle is green because a bull means up and a bear means down. So change your bull candle to green and your bear candle to red. My line graph will be black. My volumes will be black. And then I tend to leave my ask line and stop levels as red. Now you can see my graph looks a little bit more presentable. So I'm going to click OK. Now things are starting to show me a little bit more direction. My green candles show upward movement and my red candles show downward movement. Another thing I dislike is having this grid on the background. So what you can do is you can press Ctrl G and it'll disappear. Now individuals might like it, individuals might not. I dislike it. I like to have a clean chart and keep it very simple. So Ctrl G, we'll put it on or put it off, and that is completely up to you. So I'm going to put it off. Now, brilliant. So now we've got our chart up and running. You can see nice clean chart. Green and red symbolizes upward and downward movement, and things can sort of give you a bit more direction. You're starting to feel a bit more comfortable, and you're starting to feel a bit more at home with Forex. So now what you want you to do is to then go up here to this little icon here. It says templates. Is everyone up to date with me so far? Can I continue? Or there's some people still struggling with the properties. If you are struggling, I will bring them up again and we can go through it. Yes in terms of carry on, or must I wait, gents? What do you guys want me to do? You want me to continue, or do you want me to wait? Carry on. Okay, brilliant. So if everyone's up to date, let's carry on. Brilliant. So now I want you to go to templates, and I want you to save template. Now you can save this under anything. You can save it under new, or you can save it under success, or you can save it under clarity. Whatever template name that best suits you, you save it under that. So let's save it under new template. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got our template, guys. So now let's say, for instance, I want to open another currency pair. Let's go to NGAS, or no, let's go actually to New Zealand US dollar. Okay, now you can see it's gone black. It's gone back to my previous templates, and I don't want to go through the process again where I have to redo the property. So what you do is then from there you click on your templates and you go to new template, and the template you saved, and it'll open up your previous set templates that you originally set, which is brilliant. So it saves a lot of time. It allows you to then have easy access to the charts, being able to see things clearly, and having the most efficient trading experience that you possibly can. Yeah, so if everyone's up to date with that, we can then move on. Is there anything anyone is struggling with that I can just go through just to help you? I know I've gone through a lot of basic things tonight, but I'm glad you guys are learning very quickly, and all of you are up to date with me. Is there anything in specific that some of you guys want me to go through again? Maybe you guys are struggling with something, you're not getting something right. Please just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you all. Just going to wait for you guys to write a message. No audio. Can you hear me? Can all of you hear me? You can all hear me. Okay, brilliant. Malusi, I apologize. There is audio. Okay, brilliant. I'm glad the majority of you can hear me. It must be a problem on your side. Welcome, Tato. Unfortunately, you are a little bit late. But don't stress, I will be doing another webinar at 5, and I'll be going through more of the basic stuff with regards to tools within MetaTrader 4. I'm glad everyone is happy, and we can move forward. So let's go through the chart. Now you can see my chart opened on the 1 hour. Here you have your time frame. You have your 1 minute, your 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly, and monthly. Okay, so all this means is that on different time frames, you'll see a different chart and you'll get different information, but don't let that confuse you. If you see an opportunity on the 1 hour, it doesn't mean that the monthly is going to show a different trade and you're going to lose your money. It just means that you see an opportunity on the 1 hour, and on the 1 hour, you can take that opportunity. So let's go to 1 minute. Now you'll notice, guys, on the 1 minute, look how quickly it moves. This just means that every 1 minute a candle is formed. So this whole section here probably comprises of about half an hour, not even half an hour. Yeah, probably around 25 minutes, half an hour. All of these candles represent half an hour in real world time. So is there a link where we can Simpiwe? I'm going to post this link online tonight on the TDM Markets YouTube channel. You'll be able to watch it there. You can then download it from the YouTube channel, but it will be up and available. Yes, so the 1 minute chart, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a chart where we recommend trading. It's very, very volatile in terms of you have to be very good at trading, because you can see, look, there's a lot of movements. This happened in half an hour, this whole movement. This was about a 10-minute movement, and it was quite a large movement. So we recommend trading, especially as a beginner, from between 1 hour, 30 minutes, 4 hours daily, and upwards. Again, 30 minutes, it's also quite volatile, but then it takes 30 minutes for the candle to form, and the same with every other time frame. 5 minutes is 5 minutes for one candle to form, 15 minutes is 15 minutes for one candle to form, and so on up until daily, which takes one day for a full candle to form, weekly, which is 1 week, and obviously monthly, which is 1 month. So this chart here, this one candle, ladies and gentlemen, this one candle so far is the month. This is comprises of the one month. YouTube channel is just have a look for that. But there is a Twitter account which is TD Markets on Twitter, and the link will be posted on Twitter. So just have a look there, Ian. I hope that helps you. So yes, so this one candle takes a month to form. Now it's quite an interesting concept, and if you think about it, there's a lot of mathematics involved, but don't let that scare you guys. It's very intricate stuff, and it's really, really interesting. But you don't have to be good at maths or anything to be able to be a good trader. You just got to understand certain technicalities and fundamentals, as well as have a good mindset and approach towards trading. So yes, so let's go back to the 30 minutes. I just want to show you guys certain candles, so now that you can understand what candles do what. So let's look for a candle. Right, so this candle here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to highlight it in the blue box. That candle there, you see that candle that has a long wick and it has a head at the bottom. Does everyone see that? Can you all see the candle that I've highlighted? Siyabonga, I'm going to do a webinar now at 5 o'clock, but the webinar at 5 is going to be going through basics, and it's actually aimed for GFI students. So you can join then, but it might focus on a few different things. It's not going to focus on the fundamentals. So this candle, ladies and gentlemen, so I hope you all have your books next to you. This is New Zealand US dollar. I just chose a random pair of choice. But you can see this candle. Now this candle has a long wick. Now by a long wick I mean it has a long body and it has a head at the bottom. This is known as a gravestone candle or a shooting star. A gravestone candle and a shooting star represents a downtrend. So please, can everyone write this down? We actually only have about 10-15 minutes, so let's try and get through this as quickly as possible. But a gravestone or shooting star, as the one shown on the screen, shows a downtrend, and that can be seen actually in this exact example through a downward movement. So when you see a candle like this, it normally indicates, and it's not always accurate, it varies, but it's a very good probability that the market is now going to move downwards. And I can show you that through other examples. You can see here is your another gravestone candle or a shooting star, and yes, we did have another one following it that was green, but still afterwards we had a downward movement. Here you can see there was a candle that wasn't a gravestone candle, and then following was a gravestone candle. Again, we have a downward movement. So you just got to look out for certain indicating candles that'll direct you in certain directions. Now, there's three main candles that we focus on. We've got the gravestone candle. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got your gravestone, which is long wick at top, body at bottom. Right, let's make this black, and let's make it 24. Oh, I can't spell. Sorry. Gravestone. What's going on here? gravestone or shooting star. It depends what you want to call it. So gravestone, long wick at the top, body at the bottom, and it normally shows. Is one able to name the candles on empty field? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Rodney? Can you please explain what you mean by that? Yes, these are the common names. This isn't names that I've given them. These are the common names. So you get your gravestone, you get your shooting star, you get your hammer, and you get your spinning top. These are common candles, and you can actually go to Google and type in candles forex trading or common candles for forex trading, and it'll give you a whole. There's hundreds and hundreds, but these are just the basic fundamental candles that you need to understand when looking. No, unfortunately not. You can't. There are certain indicators which you can get which will allow you to do that, but personally, Rodney, rather keep it simple. You don't want a lot of interference on the screen, a lot of things distracting you from your trade. So keep it as simple as you possibly can, and rather just learn the candles by heart and then move forward from there. So on our way, guys. I think the handle is, if I'm not mistaken, Ian, that should be the correct handle. If it's not, then I can quickly go there after we finish with the candles, and I'll show everyone quickly. Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the gravestone candle. Long wick at the top, body at the bottom. This normally shows a downtrend. Now you get your opposite candle, which is known as a hammer. Now, as you can see here, we have a hammer. So I'm sure you've all watched the movie Thor. It reminds you of the movie Thor. There's a lot of power, there's a lot of strength in his hammer. And as you can see, the hammer represents upward movement. And as you can see again, it shows upward movement. Now this, as I say, isn't always exact. There are other candles that can sort of play its role, and then a movement can occur. So don't make a trade based on one candle that says, okay, it's going up. There's a lot of other things you need to work on and focus on, indicators, tools, system, which allows you to then take a trade based on your knowledge and expertise. But we will get into that at a later stage. So this is your hammer. Now your hammer basically is a long wick at the bottom. Long wick at bottom, head on top. Now that's all it is. Oh. And that just represents upward movement followed by this candle that you can see highlighted. I see a lot of you are typing, so let's just quickly see. We have to try and wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. I have to take the next webinar very soon. Okay, brilliant, Ian. I'm glad you found it. So yes, this is a hammer. There's a long wick at the bottom and a head on top, and this normally indicates an upward movement. Now this is the opposite of a gravestone candle. A gravestone candle normally represents a downward movement, and there's a long wick at the top and a body at the bottom, or head at the bottom, whatever you like to call it. So there's your gravestone. Visualize your gravestone, ladies and gentlemen. There's a body at the bottom and a long wick at the top, and then you have your hammer, which is a long wick at the bottom and body or head at the top. Now there's one more candle, and it's also a very important one. This candle also indicates a lot of important things, and I think I found a good example. This candle that I'm showing you now is called the spinning top. Now, a spinning top, what do you think of? You think of a point at the bottom and a point at the top, and it spins on its head, and it normally spins in one simple way. It doesn't show, it doesn't go any way, it doesn't go up, it doesn't go down, it just spins in one spot. Now, spinning top, all it is, it indicates that there's a change of movement in the graph, or there is about to be a change of movement. So as you can see here, our graph was going in a downward movement. So it was showing us, okay, we got our gravestone candle, we're going down. It's a nice sell opportunity. I will get into that now, Siyabonga. I'm going to do this candle, and then I'm going to get into how much you got and how you guys can then be a part of GFI in relation to TDM. So as you can see, our downward candles show us there's movement downwards, but then you see there's one candle here, and as you can see, it's got a body in the middle and it's got wick on either side. This is normally described as a spinning top. Now, a spinning top just means it's basically a change of direction. And like I said, guys, I don't want you guys to move forward and think, okay, I see a spinning top, it means the direction's going to change. It's not always the case. It's just one of the fundamental indicators that allows you to take a trade depending on what you see, and also using all your other factors into account. So this specific candle shows a spinning top, and it just means that there's a change of direction. And as you can see, after the spinning top, we were followed with a very long upwards movement, and it was a very nice example, and it continues to go upward. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You have your gravestone candle, your long wick at your top, your head at the bottom, and that shows a downward movement. And you have your hammer, which has a head at the top and a long wick at the bottom, and that shows upward movements. And then you have your spinning top, which is an example of a nove movement. Technically, it just shows a change of direction. It shows that the market's sitting in a specific position, and you're going to see a change of direction or movement very soon. And I think that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for listening. I hope I helped you guys with a lot of the basic stuff. No, don't stress, Rodney. Please don't apologize. We're all here to learn, and unfortunately we had a few technicalities in the beginning, so the webinar started a little bit late. So yeah, we had to rush it a little bit, but we will once we get into a routine, we'll get things up and running, and it'll be a lot smoother. But yes, so ladies and gentlemen, TDM works in relation to GFI, Global Forex Institute, as you may have heard, and we are located here in Sandton. We also have a few other GFI offices. I think we have in Durban, Cape Town, Bloem, and a few other places as far as I'm aware. And they offer you a course. Normally it's a 16,000 Rand course, but they do offer discounts. I know when I joined, I got a discount of 8,000. So they do offer you half price courses. They do offer you really, really, really great courses. And they also give you the opportunity to have access to mentors who are here every day at the offices, willing to teach and help any individuals that need it. They give you a free tablet so that you guys can trade. Obviously, it's on a give back basis, so you guys can then have a tablet of which you can make trades from. You don't need to go out and buy a tablet, a laptop, for instance, and you have the access to trade whenever you want using the tablet. They offer classes and a lifetime membership, so you guys can literally be a part of the institute forever, and there'll always be someone here to help you. There'll always be an opportunity for you guys to learn more. Yes, next time we'll go through it. I think tomorrow afternoon, guys, I think we'll do another webinar, 3:30 to 5. Let's do it tomorrow afternoon. I think I'm free tomorrow afternoon. If there is a change, George will notify everyone, so look out on where George posts on his online Facebook, FibStars, everything else. So just have a look and see where George posts everything. and he'll let you know if there is or is not a mentorship tomorrow. But as far as I'm aware, tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 to 5 p.m. 3:30 to 5 p.m. Same time as today. Hopefully, we'll be up and running a lot sooner than we were today. And what time's the next webinar for mentorship? First time. Don't stress, Andile. Join us tomorrow for another webinar, and then from there, I hope to see a lot of your faces up at the GFI offices so that we can continue to make clients and customers happy with regards to our services. How much do you need to fund in the account? Siyabonga, right now, if you are a beginner, I just recommend staying on your demo. And when you're ready to move to a live account, then think about how much you need to fund your account. Don't jump onto the live account because you will lose all your money. And unfortunately, we don't want that. We want you guys to be profitable, and we want you guys to have the most fruitful Forex experience. Yes, the 5 p.m. webinar, I think, is going to be on this channel. What I might do is I might then end this webinar and then open a new one. So, oh, you actually logged on for the 5 p.m. webinar. Okay, brilliant. Can we get a copy of this video? Yes, this video will be uploaded to YouTube. But just everyone have a look on the George's postings, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 to 5, I will be available to do the next webinar. If it's not tomorrow, it will be during the week. So just have a look, ladies and gentlemen, and you will find there will be a webinar again this week. But for now, I am doing a GFI webinar. So I just need everyone to either stay on board, or if you guys have had enough for today, if you're already happy with what you've learned, then we'll see you tomorrow. But I'm just going to go through basics now. So we're going to move forward with everything that we've done now, and we're going to begin again. So let me just close this. And I'm going to wait now. I'm not going to be active for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to wait for other individuals to join. But I will keep this webinar open, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm just going to stop sharing for now, and I will be up and running in the next 5-10 minutes for the next webinar. Thanks again, guys, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow.